8 other 9, 10, 11 others.
Do we know about it?
Hold on. 12. George Norrie.
No, you're lying.
Publicly expressed interest as of November 2015. George Norrie.
What? That can't be.
This is on Wikipedia.
Somebody put that in there.
No.
You know why? Because nobody's donating. They're asking for donations on Wikipedia, and they're so mad that nobody's donating that they're not even monitoring the fact that somebody spammed the list of Democrat nominees. George
Norrie, talk show host.
He's the guy. For those of you who listen to our show, you know exactly who we're talking
So
to.
bear with us, because there are a lot of new listeners tonight.
So if you're a new listener, George Norrie is the guy we constantly make fun of because he's the host of Coast to Coast with George Norrie. And he comes on in the middle of the night. I think he starts at midnight on our channel locally.
Right.
Not our channel as in smithradio.com. Our local AM station, he's an AM talk show host, comes on in the middle of the night. He actually serves truck drivers. Seriously.
Right.
If you're, in fact, every time he has
OTR,
a caller in.
over the road.
Yeah, if you are listening to him and he gets a caller, a lot of times it's somebody on the road. Like, I'm on a rest stop in between Chillicothe and Pennsylvania, whatever. And so anyway, what happened? Here's what we make fun of.
There's a lot lizard. Hold on.
Yeah. So this is how we make fun of him. Because it's true. This is absolutely true.
100%.
He never interrupts or stops
The
caller
right.
ever.
Right.
And it's hilarious because you would be surprised at how many times the caller will just go on and on and on and on. And then all of a sudden he'll say, "Are you still there?" And then George Norrie, who clearly took a lunch break, will take like 10 seconds to like answer him. Like, "Are you still there? Am I on still?"
Right.
And then all of a sudden you hear him go, yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm still here.
Correct. He falls asleep and or leaves to use the bathroom or
whatever.
Does grocery shopping.
But as soon as sometimes I've heard this before. This is hilarious.
I've heard him. George, hello, George.
Are you still there?
And then, am I still on?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh,
totally not listening to him. No, I heard a caller do this one time, and I had to crack up laughing. It sounded like he was done with what he was saying, so he paused, thinking that George Norrie was going to just interject a couple of words. And he didn't, of course, because he was off shopping.
Right.
And then the guy started talking again. He didn't even ask, "Are you there?" He started up again, completely uninterrupted.
Wow.
He must have talked for 20 minutes.
Wow.
And then, he never cuts anybody off. So that's George Norrie, and you're saying he's a...
Well, but George Norrie, the topics that he talks about are like alien
it's
invasions.
Yeah. Very, very tinfoil hat stuff.
I had one time, I had a shop back in the day, and I'd worked late into the night to get ahead of some work for the next day for other clients. So I'd listen to George Norrie for a couple of hours.
Right.
There is one kook he had on there talking about the magic of the number 8.
Yeah, so
the infinity symbol, number 8. It is the symbol for infinity turned sideways.
Or the symbol for a snowman. I'm just saying.
Right. So if you take the number 8 and you put it on something, it will draw money.
What?
So if you put the number 8 in your wallet, your wallet will have money.
Okay.
Oh, it's a well-known fact. Back all through ancient times, they were collecting American dollar bills.
Oh, I could see that.
This went on with this kook for an hour.
Because he's not going to interrupt them.
Oh.
If you just have something to get off your chest and you want the world to hear it, call in George Norrie.
And I thought he was a guest on the show.
Because he was on that long?
Yes, but no, he was a caller.
That's a huge compliment, because if you thought he was a guest, he must have had some good stuff to say.
He had good kooky stuff.
Okay. All right.
like this was his life. Like it'd be like somebody calling on our show talking about the NWA. New World Order.
Oh,
NWO.
New World
Right.
Order.
Speaking about NWA.
Or the New Deal.
NWA.
Yeah.
Did you hear they got elected into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Somebody didn't.
Kiss did. No, but he came out and made a comment. Ace Frehley or whatever. He said, "Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
Simmons?
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. NWA. I just, hey, wonder when AC/DC's gonna, or no, Led Zeppelin's gonna break out and win the country award or something.
Oh,
it was just
wow.
Pop.
Was it NWA or Run DMC? Because
it was NWA.
That's ridiculous.
Like I didn't get, but the guy, and let me tell you, folks, the oldies station, radio station here. And I've been meaning to say this. I'm gonna get this.
Oh, let's get it off your chest. I want to hear this.
The oldies station. I flip to it every once in a while because it's just I hate commercials. Anyways, every single morning on the oldies station at 5:59 a.m. they play the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, every single morning.
And that makes you upset.
Different versions. No, I think it's patriotic, but then I start thinking they're patronizing their listenership, which is an older demographic, which still believes in the country.
So you're saying that they're preaching to the choir.
Correct. However, they got these knuckleheads on there in the morning. They're supposed to play music. Every once in a while, if there's a big topic, they'll spat off and say some stuff. Like the time with the clock boy.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Clock boy leaves the country, says, I'm going to get out of America. I'm going to leave the country. And they were talking about it. And at the end of it all, the one female commentator said, yeah, he had to leave the country all because of that teacher.
Oh, that is... You know what? She should leave the country.
Right.
I'm talking about the person that said that.
And they have every single day, they have a parody skit making fun of Donald Trump.
This is oldies?
Oldies station. Radio.
You know what?
Radio
You
station.
should tell them. You should call them up and say, you don't qualify to play the Star Spangled Banner anymore.
That's correct. However, I think that they do that parody skit on Trump, making fun of him one way or another, because they're playing to the audience of, I hate to say this, but like somebody like maybe my dad.
Okay.
Because my dad doesn't have much respect. Maybe not respect, I don't know if it is, but that is not the candidate that he is interested in.
Okay.
Too much fluff and stuff, I guess.
Well, at the end of the day, you got to win. And that's exactly what Barack Obama did. Now,
I was talking to him about that as well, and he said, hey, don't worry. I listen to you guys often. I know what I got to do. That's right.
Well, you're saying
don't sit out.
If he ends up being the nominee, you got to vote for him.
Yeah, he won't sit out. Won't sit, and
well,
that's
fine.
Good.
That's
no. I commend.
No, but what I'm saying
all
is,
y'all for that.
If the option is, let's say, Cruz or Trump, obviously, either way, I'm going to be content. Right. If those are if it's down to those two, I'm content. I'm going to be cool. But if the argument is no on Trump because, like you said, fluff or whatever your dad might say, as far as it being almost like a show,
fluff and stuff,
like it's a show, but it's not. It may not be real.
Right.
Well, that's how Barack Obama. It was everything was fake with him. A lot of candidates over the year, it was really fake. So yes, I agree that it would be better to have real than fake. However, the show is what gets the big numbers. I mean, Ronald Reagan was an actor, and he used what he learned. He even put on makeup, all right?
Right.
So was the argument back then, I'll be okay with Reagan, but I say no because I'd rather have a candidate that doesn't have to resort to putting makeup on.
Fluff and stuff.
Right. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to put on the show because that's what's going to get people out to elect him.
Right. Well, and you see Obama. I mean, he is the quintessential with the pajama boy.
A hopey-changey guy.
A hopey-changey, put himself around actors and actresses.
I mean, can you imagine?
He literally is the first full-blown president pop star.
Probably.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger was a governor of California.
Right,
that was clearly by pomp and circumstance, just who he was.
Like, oh my gosh, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And
I felt
he ran as a Republican, but he is a Democrat.
Well, I felt the same way about when Jesse the Body Ventura won.
Right.
I remember before he got elected, there was some rumblings that he's doing pretty well. The day of the election, when they announced that, oh my gosh, he did win, it was a huge shock to everybody. All the experts that follow that kind of stuff were like, wow, that came out. We knew he was doing well, but we still thought he was going to lose.
And he ran on an independent ticket, and everybody complains, oh, he was the worst governor ever. He didn't get anything done. Well, there is some truth to that, because as an independent, the Democrats nor the Republicans who ran the state were involved in lawmaking in that state. Neither side would work with him. That way, you're not part of our party. Well, we got to do anything with you.
Well, that's nothing that I can complain about. There's things that I don't like about Jesse Body Ventura, but that would be one that I would not complain about, because country should come before party.
Right, and I'm not advocating Jesse the Brain Ventura.
The Brain?
Who is Jesse? Who is the Brain?
There was one, wasn't there?
Yeah, the Brain.
Man, I can't remember.
Oh, boy, that takes
Jesse the Body.
That was back when we were kids. Oh, wow.
There was a Brain. I forgot about that.
Right. So, hey, do you want to hear? Oh, you were talking about the debate.
You're right. Tuesdays.
Do you want to hear the different polls that came out?
Absolutely.
I've got a Fox poll that came out pretty quick after the debate. A lot of people argued with me on Facebook about the Fox poll, and one guy said, yeah, show me the link that proves that it was a Fox poll. And I gave him the direct link to Fox, and then he blew up. Oh, that's a bunch of hog. Boop. I'm like, dude, come on. You're complaining that there's no direct link. I give you the direct link, and now it's all hogwash.
I was listening to...
Go away, dude. Go away.
I was listening... A guy this morning on the radio illustrated that same situation where this guy, he thought he was dead. He had something wrong with his brain. He thought he was dead.
Okay.
So he told his wife, I think I'm dead. And they were like, whatever. The whole family was like, whatever. No, I really think I'm dead. So finally got so bad. Like, this went on for weeks.
Right.
He said, I really think I'm dead. So finally, they took him to some specialists.
Okay.
And they asked him, interviewed him, and he told him,
why you think you're dead, dude?
Well, I really think I am. I think what I'm experiencing right now is like the afterlife. Yeah. So they decided we're going to tackle this problem this way.
With a gun.
No. Almost. You're close.
No, for real, no.
So they decide we're going to prove to this guy he's not dead because dead people don't bleed, is what they decided to go with. So they got this entire presentation. We're talking PowerPoint, overhead projectors, all these experts paraded in, books, citations.
Chainsaws.
Whatever. So they came and they showed him that dead people don't bleed.
Okay.
And
so then now they got to make him bleed.
No, they have to convince him that dead people don't bleed. So finally, after all this, he said, fine, it looks like I have no choice but to agree with you that only people who are alive bleed.
Right.
So at that moment, they stuck him with a needle right in his vein. Blood shot out of him.
Right.
And he said, oh, wow, I guess dead people do bleed.
Oh, for crap's sake. Oh!
The moral of the story is when people believe stuff, they're just going to believe it.
Right, you can't change their mind. And it's a lot of times that we talk to these loony lefty liberals, on campus. They were having a no gun free zone on campus, marching, and these students were wearing shirts